This will be my first recording. Well, let's get started in reacting. Like and subscribe. My first video. Let's get started. Some MLP creepypasta. If y'all want to see more, there's like 84 episodes or parts of this YouTube on here I found.
Dear Hasbro, my name is Alicia Garcia, a single mother of a 10-year-old daughter named Jennifer Garcia, who is a huge fan of your show. Non-stop, all she ever does is talk about that My Little Pony show and how it's the greatest thing on earth. I've watched a few episodes with her, and I have to admit that I've gotten hooked on it as well. Or at least I used to. I don't see the show the same way nowadays. Ever since she started watching it, all she would ever ask for is a Rainbow Dash doll. Her favorite pony, by the way. I've tried numerous times to try and find her one to buy at the store, but so far I haven't found one, or for that matter, any My Little Pony dolls or figures. I asked one of the clerks if whenever they would ever have some in stock, but she had no idea what I was even talking about. Like, as if she had never heard of the show. Or My Little Pony for that matter. I've also looked online, on eBay and Etsy, and still haven't found any toys from your show. A few weeks ago, my daughter Jennifer brought home a Twilight Sparkle vinyl figure that she said she found in the playground under a swing set. It was filthy, with one of the wings ripped off. Someone had colored its eyes black with a pen or marker, and it had the strangest smile that I had ever seen on a doll. It's silly, and I don't even know why I'm writing this, but I get uneasy around that doll. It's almost like this hatred that seems to be burning inside of it. But even with my own reservations, Jennifer loves it and takes it everywhere with her. I can't imagine why she loves it so much. It's a broken toy, but it's her favorite. I tried cleaning it up, but I haven't been able to remove the black ink.
This is getting very good. I'm gonna continue this.
She took it with her for a sleepover over at her friend Amelia's house a few weeks ago. I'm not sure what happened, but my daughter isn't allowed to go over there anymore. I didn't get any details from Amelia's parents, but from the little that I do know, it has something to do with Jennifer loaning that Twilight Sparkle doll to her friend, and something happened to her and the toy during the night. Again, it's silly, I know, but the thing is, Jennifer has told me that she hasn't been to school since the sleepover. Something about that all she does is scream now, and has been placed into a hospital. I don't understand what all happened, but it's a bit unnerving again. I caught my daughter on more than one occasion talking to it, and to say the least, I was a bit freaked out. Sometimes it seems like the doll's listening and talking back to her. I know, it could be attributed to, imaginary friends. I mean, we all had those as a kid. And it's silly of me for even to be bringing this up with you, but I just can't shake this feeling. But that's not really what I want to write to you about. The reason why I'm writing to you is because I don't like how the newer episodes are going. They're neither good or wholesome like the ones we first started watching. And to tell you the truth, it's more than a little sick. I don't know how you can even dare call that a children's show. And if I ever figure out the schedule that it's on, I will make sure that my daughter never watches it again. When we started watching My Little Pony, it was on Saturday mornings. Now it seems to be on like almost all the time. Whenever I bring her home from school and when she wakes up in the morning, and almost all the day I find it on. I'm not sure how they do it, but for almost half a year now, My Little Pony is on almost all hours of the day and night. It's gotten so bad that I've started to unhook the cable from the TV, and now all we watch is DVDs and shows on Netflix. But what's really upsetting is how the new episodes are going. Whoever's in charge there at Hasbro, like you reading this, or the company as a whole, I don't know what makes these shows or who makes them, but they're downright evil. Only a twisted person would make something like this and like it. I thought it was strange that it was on all the time, but I didn't mind. That all changed with the Season 3 Episode 14, Flutterpet, the one where Fluttershy's pet rabbit, Angel, gets sick and has to be put down. I mean, it was such a horrible episode. I didn't like how the other ponies laughed at Fluttershy and called her names for letting Angel get sick. They kept on until Fluttershy broke down and started crying while the other ponies gleefully ripped the poor bunny Angel apart, like physically. I can't unshake that episode. Like, I was watching it with my daughter, and what was even more shocking was my daughter's reaction. She was just laughing and carrying on as if it was just another episode. This is the type of show that you want to put on air? The next episode was Season 3's Episode 15, Pinky Party Pinky. I remember the name of this one, and that it was even worse than the other one. Basically, it was about how Pinky threw a party for all of her friends and how they all hated it, telling her that she was a failure and her parties were terrible and that nobody liked her and wished she was dead. The other ponies tormented Pinky until she literally flipped out. She started biting herself, pulling her hair out, while she was laughing and crying at the same time. God, it was awful. It was so bad I turned it off and told my daughter that she was never allowed to watch it ever again. It was more disturbing how it didn't seem to bother my daughter at all, though. I talked to her about it later on, and she told me the Twilight Sparkle doll had said that Pinkie Pie deserved it. Her parties were stupid, and no one likes her, and they all wish that she was dead. I was shocked, stunned. I took that damn doll away from her, and I wanted nothing to do with your show. I thought this matter was closed. I threw the doll away and thought that it was the end of it. But it wasn't. The next day, after dinner, a new episode came on as Jennifer and I watched a cartoon on Nickelodeon. What threw me off was that I thought My Little Pony never aired on Nickelodeon. It's not one of their shows. And it was just as horrible as the others. This one was called First Flight Twilight. It was an episode where Twilight Sparkle was trying to learn how to fly with her wings when she couldn't get it right. After her third try, the others got so mad that they ripped one of her wings off. Just like the doll that my daughter had, now that I come to think of it. And they threw her off a cliff. I mean, you can clearly see her hit the ground. There was blood everywhere, along with the sickening sound of Twilight breaking her neck. Every other episode after that, Twilight had one of her wings missing and her head hangs at this weird angle. I don't get you people. Are your creators mentally sick? Like I said before, as much as I try to stop my daughter from watching the show, it comes on from time to time. And all the other episodes are just as mean. Applejerk when they set Applejack's house on fire and call her names as her and her family are trapped inside and they burn to death. Colors of the Rainbow, that one episode where they trap Rainbow Dash in a well and fill it up with water and then they just watch her drown while they're laughing as she's screaming her head off. How can you call yourself a kid-friendly company when you put trash like this on? There are more episodes like this, but I don't really want to get into it. I have forbidden my daughter, who didn't really seem to have minded at all, from watching your My Little Pony show anymore. She somehow got that damn doll back. Don't ask me how, but all she told me was that I shouldn't have done that. I made Twilight angry. What this means is beyond me. She is my child, and I will handle this on my own. As you know that this is my second letter to you about your show, I've attached your response to my first letter.
Dang, this is all crazy.
Dear Miss Garcia, we thank you for your time to write to us about this, but Hasbro has never nor will at this point in time have any plans for the creation of a My Little Pony show, and from what you have described in some of the episodes, I'm not sure if this is some sort of joke from you or another person. Hasbro is committed to children entertainment and merchandise, and we would never create horrific shows that would torment our viewers. If you can give us more information about this, we will look into this. Sincerely, Hasbro Legal.
This is your show. It has to be. I see your logo on every single episode. Attached are the photos that I took with my cell phone of the screen of the episode. So don't give me this that it's not your... Wait. What's that sound? I can hear the show coming on in the back.
That was crazy. If y'all want to see more, double tap that like. Like I said earlier in the video. Alright. Peace out.